Chat, does everyone see? It's working. So I don't know why this part doesn't work. I would have thought this module component. So like, okay, you have a component, like a health component and a player component, right? So we can AND these together. We properly get out our float and unit. Are you the ninja of programming? Yes, I've been found out. We can draw stuff on the screen. Congrats. Wow, I know. Hundreds of gifted subs are about to just come piling in because people are so excited about this. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Can't even really tell that I'm wearing the OCaml my camel shirt, but what can you do? Mahika, how's it going, Zerkath? What is this? Oh, in player. Nice. Oh, it's OCaml my camel. Would you say OCaml is your favorite language now? I don't really believe in favorite languages. I think it depends what you're going to be working on. We'll be here for like maybe 2 hours or so, Mahika. What up, Roasted? The answer is yes. Eduardo, have you gotten your shirt? Hey, Hello World and OCaml. We've been building up a catalog of different good OCaml gear here. Me and my buddy Sam have been working on a lot of different OCaml propaganda. Okay? Okay, we're working on it. More coming soon. More coming soon. Russ, you won't be. Big OCaml is real. Eduardo, if I asked you a year ago, hey, Eduardo, you think there's going to be an OCaml store that people actually buy swag from? Answer would be no. But now look at this. We even have OCaml propaganda stickers. I think I need to get this shirt as well. I might get this one. I think this one's pretty good. Could get it in a different... Ooh, heavy metal. Maybe a green. I don't know. What even is this? Nightshade, I'm not sure if you're aware, but you can't ban me here. It's the only place on Twitch I'm safe. Would help me get women. My wife likes it. If you check Dylan's stream, you'll see that Justine was wearing an OCaml my camel shirt. So I don't know. The studies are currently inconclusive, but it's trending in the right direction. I know, I tried every time I'm here. Okay, so I just realized we may be able to do this more easily than I thought before. Where is my... I think I want to put this here. We should take this and bring this all somewhere else as well. Let's yoink all of this. And let's go to query. I don't know, because that's basically what we want to make, right? And then where did we have components? Where did we make that? There we go. We have this right here. Oh, that's why it didn't work before. query.query list. Right, so we yoinked this and we yoinked this. But I think I can actually do this more simply. Let rec f type aid. Works also for first class modules. By the way, there's also special syntax for JTs. Oh, I've seen that. I had to write this right here. Look. Hey, are you impressed? Look at this. I wrote that already. Now, how did I know to write that? I copied and pasted it from Petrol, which is where I'm stealing all of these ideas. You want to share the sugar for that? Oh, wait. Okay. What did you write that was different? Like type A to T. Oh, then I don't have to write this in between. Gotcha. Okay, so I'll keep this in mind for later. Let's get rid of this part though, because I wanted to try doing something not quite like this, where I wanted to say you could also have and that does this. That's correct, actually. Good job, Cody. Hey, thanks, Eduardo. Camel? Oh, shoot, did I pick the... Oh, is there one? Well, fortunately for us, on this, it's got 2 humps. But I didn't realize... I didn't even recognize... Is there a 2-cameled dromedary? Oh, because that's 1. I want a camel emoji with 2 humps. Is there one? There is. I'm ashamed. I guess I should have known that there probably would be. A Bactrian. Okay, so let me think about this. Wait, is this how you would write this? You could write this, right? That doesn't work though. Right? Does it work like this? It does work like this. Even camel? Bruv. Meta is pretty sus. So let's say I have, I think I might not even need this then. So let's say I make this here. Let's do something queer, component, and let player component module is player with type T unit. And so we say let both is and chat, does everyone see? It's working. It's actually working. What's up, Colchis? So then we need some way to unpack this thing, which is like, I don't know, we'll say like unpack. I don't really know what this would be. This would be, it like takes, we'll just say unit and gives you a T, right? Something like this doesn't really matter. Neither of these have this. So we need to say, this is dumb. This isn't exactly what we do. I left front. Hey, well, welcome. I'm low-key wish it was Lua. No. Although I do love Lua. And Lua may make an appearance in the game. All right, so let's. Do you enjoy ECS? Overwatch is made with it. I don't know if I enjoy ECS or not. I'm trying to make my own for the first time because I don't know anything about making games. Which is why we're doing it in OCaml. If I knew what I was doing and just wanted to make a game, then I probably would just write it in like Bevy or Godot or something. Love me some camel? Well, then perhaps you'd be interested in this wonderful sweatshirt. Here, maybe I should tuck these in so you can read this easier. What's the game you're making? Chat, by the way, they're just right here. Right here, there you go. OCaml, my camel. Me and my buddy are the ones making this site, so you're helping me if you buy this, actually. Sweatshirt cam when? Where do I get the sick blouse? From the same website? This one? Buy it. What was it? What's the game? Oh, we're gonna make a Vampire Survivors like game, except I'd like to add coding to the game loop. Is the site written in Rust? No, it's written in. We didn't write the site. This is built on top of like Teespring or whatever. Yes, built on top of Teespring, because we don't know how to make shirts. We know how to make designs and put them on shirts, but I'm not in the business of figuring out how to ship these to you. They print them on demand and then send them to you, right? So that's why they're not like, you could get a t-shirt for less than $25. I'm aware. But that's the only way that we can send them to people. Most of them are hot garbage. This one will probably also be hot garbage. So, oh well. So let's do something like, let get val. Yeah, which is like this, right? Is that right? Unbound module with component. I don't, why is this on the pattern matching values of type module component expected? Oh, do I literally need to say with type T equals this? The type of this pack module contains variables. Yes. Type of this pack module contains variables. Okay, let's just try and do it like this. I don't remember how to do this. How did they tell me to do this here? Val. But that's how you unpack it into a module, but we don't want to do that. I don't think. Oh, wait. Wait, can I do this? Oh my goodness, I cannot type that. That doesn't work, right? This is not a record type. Okay. Component should have unpack unit to T, right? Can moves go up to 10 days, but that's probably a long time. The shirt will probably make me a better programmer. True and factual. Florida Man Shredder, welcome. So I don't know why this part doesn't work. I would have thought this module component. What does it say that? It says that it's this type. What was the way Eduardo just told me that I could write this? Let's yoink this up to here. Type A. Oh, so I need to say that it's a particular thing here. Got it. Okay. Oh, this is because it... Okay. They got them camel packs. Exactly. Which you guys think came first? Camel packs or camels, you know? Like, which one do you think happened first? Like, did we name camels after camel packs? It's kind of like a modern chicken and the egg problem, you'd think. Oh, nice, Paul. You're very cool. The standard library, I think, is acceptable, but it has very nice standard library replacements that have different opinions, basically. Some people don't like that. I don't think that it's very much of a bother. There are plenty of very good libraries, but you won't find it as extensive as in, like, you know, JavaScript land or something like that. All right, so let's also try them if we have and. I don't know what I'm supposed to write here, though. I guess that makes sense. But I don't think I can do that, right? Does this really work? Exactly, Poggy. Very nice. And then I guess for or, it's basically the same thing. Oh, how would I don't have any way to say right now, so we'll just leave this one alone for now, and we'll come back to it later. Okay, so let's say I do... Does that really work? I guess it must work, right? That's really cool. Because what is it that we want to be able to do? For a query, we were trying to copy the idea that Bevy has here, right? Where we go to Bevy and we go to like, where were the query examples here? Good to see you, Lispy, though. Outdated. What? Bevy version. I don't know what they're saying. I guess we could just go to actual Bevy. We'll just go, because they have stuff about queries here. Official examples. Let's look at some query examples. Just to see where they're at today. It doesn't really matter if it's not exactly the same or not, but sure. We'll just look at a 2D game. I don't know. Well, let's look at this. They've got to have some queries in here, right? How do they not have any queries? One of these has to. You'd think, right? Nice, there we go. Are you writing a game engine? Kinda, yeah. All right, so we want to do something similar to this idea, right? So we'll copy this here, right? So what do we want to be able to do? We want to take something like this. We actually, I don't know that we need any of these anymore. Are there any popular games I've used Bevy? No idea. Yeah, we're on the Bevy examples right now. So like, right, this. So we want to find a way that we can take this kind of idea, right? We want to make our own queries. So what we would do, since we can't put this, I don't think we have any way to do this in the actual like arguments. We would need to do something like let query equals and health player, like this, right? So now we have saying I want something that has a float and you're right. Almost a year in. Also, are you the person we should DM for Neovim Conf? No, you should reach out to the Vim Conf. You should go to the Vim Conf. Yeah, you should go here probably. Let me see where I can. How do I get this? Invite people. There we go. You should go here, which is the Neovim Conf Discord. Almost a year. That is a long time, though. You got one user. I've been writing my game in Rail for a year. It's a pain, buddy. Yeah. Are you using Xorg or Wayland? Xorg, pretty sure. So you would write a query like this, where you'd say, I've got a health. I'm looking for my health component and looking for my player component, right? So this would be your query. I want this and that. It's a little bit annoying, like, that we'll have to kind of, I guess you would do, if you had another one, you could do like, and, you know, health and player again or something like that. And we can unpack that just fine. I think awesome, not supported in one. Bevy also has with obj and without obj. True, which that's just like saying it has to match this, right? Yeah. So that's for like tags, right? Those are for, I don't know what Bevy calls them. What does Bevy call them? Bevy assets. Filters. Select filter that selects entities with a component T. So they're just still called entities, but it just doesn't matter. They just have to have this on it, right? Right. We should definitely do with. How would we represent that in our type system right now? Like, I need to record that information somehow, right? But we're not actually, because we're going to basically say, because it's almost like you're going to do this, right? You're not going to change anything about the return types of the things that you're doing, right? Because that's what the with does. It doesn't do anything, right? It still just gives you the name. That is definitely something that would be nice to have. I have to think a little bit more about how can I put that in this. Like, I would almost say that I need to do something like this, like type a query is you do something like this and you have, you know, like return and it's a, and then you have filter, which is like some I don't know. Let's just say for right now some, for right now we'll just say like this, it's just a bool, right? So you have something like this. So then this would be a component always only has, this would be like, oh, Okay, so I think I need to go cheat again, and let's go look at what petrol does. Because this is where this is beyond my skill level, I feel. For OCaml, my camels. Oh, this is all in types. I face the same issue when I try to stream. This guy went. Yeah, well, I mean, like, I just have an HDMI pass through and then a Windows computer over here that does all of the streaming things. So this is the thing that we want to do. What does this do? I guess we can ask ChatGPT. In OCaml, what is it called when... What is the exclamation used for in this expression? But Cody doesn't know anything. Like, I mean, it can see this code, right? But I think, like, I don't have as good a model behind it right now as ChatGPT 4. Plus, we're not working right now. I have work later. Nope, that's just wrong as well. Oh, this is not standard OCaml syntax. Polymorphic variants or syntax. No, that's wrong. Okay, maybe if I give it the whole thing. Wrong. Think harder. Here's more information. Marked covariant in the GADT declaration. Covariance here is a property that allows the type to be substituted with the subtype whenever it's used. The bang in front of res indicates that res is covariant. When you define GATT, you can specify the input and output types of the constructors. The bang symbol here is used to mark a type parameter as covariant. Interesting. Oh, interesting. So since some of these are smaller of each other. Oh, okay, got it. They're subsets of each other. Okay. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I do think it's pretty good at generating stuff in Eptis, yeah. Where do you manage your audio? Also all on Linux. Oh, yeah? Oh, interesting. Okay, so this just makes this code interesting. This just says it has to be greater than select core. This has to be greater than select, greater than delete. Okay, very interesting. So wait, so I could literally just go like this. No, this won't. This has to have something going on here. Well, I don't know. What happens if I do this? Yeah, see, that won't work. I can't just specify a new type here. That has to be what's provided to it. That makes sense. So this is what comes in. I can't stand them. Sorry, Nightshade. What are you squealing? We're not squealing. We're writing an entity component system. Maybe. If it turns out that it's a terrible idea, we'll just go back to writing it the way that I'm not as pleased with. but that's okay. I just wanted to try and see. Are you raw dogging an engine? Oh yeah, we're making one in OCaml my camels. You know, Australia has tons of camels. I was unaware. So right now we're trying to figure out, we want to try and emulate this kind of idea from Bevy. Currently we can do this kind of idea. Oh, you know what? We should probably have one where it's like, where you could pass in a tuple of these without having to and them. Like what if you had... What would you, how would you do this? You could basically have some tuple. I don't know. I'd have to think about this a little bit more. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't really work that well. They have the largest population of camels in the world. I did not know that. I did not know that. So we're trying to make this kind of idea. But the thing that now I'm trying to figure out is how can we do this kind of idea where we do a with, which I think is kind of, is a very interesting possibility. Oh, because this should basically be something like this, where we would say, I don't know, query is this, with is this, wait, can I not say that this is the type? Oh, right. It doesn't make sense for that to be a T. So you could do, let's try like this one, right? In this case, you would do like let with query. You would say something like with query. Yeah. But that doesn't work. AT. Oh, that does work. That is what we. Well, why is this 2 T's? Float unit T. That doesn't seem good. Oh, this just returns. Oh, I see. I gotta say this. Oh, that's pretty sexy. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, chat. Okay, so what did we do here? We're saying now we could put a query that we want, and we could say with this thing here, right? We don't have to make this be explicit like this. Could be a filter or something else. I don't really know what we would want it to do. But so then when you get to get val and you have like width, this needs to actually return like an A option, right? And this should be some of this. Oh, right. Oops. What did I miss here? Oh, this doesn't need this anymore, I think, right? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. This should be... Oh, whoops. Those should disappear. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so now we had with... Yeah. So we'll just do this for right now. Oops, there we go. That's why. So in this case, when you have a get value, basically what this is going to do is it's going to take some query and it will optionally return something, right? Or maybe this needs to be like, it's going to return a list, or I don't know exactly what this is, but we can totally make it so that this with filters out certain components, right? This still doesn't really seem right though, because this just doesn't seem good, basically, because I think I lose this width somewhere along the way. Like if I put another width inside of it, I think I'm gonna lose it. I don't know. I don't know enough about GADTs to properly understand this. Maybe if Pick was here. Well, okay, so Silly Squirrel, we're doing something really weird here. Okay, we're trying to, so if you looked at how this works for Rust, right? If we go look at like, surely we can go look at the source for Bevy here, right? Pick Haskell mention. Let's go. Is it struct with? Is that where it's made? Oh, here we go. Hey, TJ, this is only confusing in OCaml, right? Oh, so you guys all get this unsafe impl world query with width, where, type, fetch, item, read only, shrink. This is all easy, right? It's just OCaml's fault for being confusing for this. Yo, what up, Witch? Hey, check this out. I tried your idea with and it's totally working, by the way. I have some other stuff I'm exploring with I don't know how to do this one yet. It's just the ML syntax that makes this problem complicated. But check this out, right? So like, okay, you have a component, like a health component and a player component, right? So we can AND these together. We properly get out our float and unit. We can get values from them. Right now, it doesn't do anything interesting. They just have some hard-coded value. That's their T, basically. But like, when I figure out how to have like a list of components and stuff like that. Right? But anyways, so look at this. We can do like, we can get the value, right, from this, from both of these. And look, it's a float unit option. Ooh, we did it. It actually works. This is very exciting for me. I haven't tried anything quite this complicated before, but it's very cool. So I think we can actually basically make like a pretty nice syntax for this. Like a pretty nice syntax for this, for generating queries. Which is good, because if I'm going to write it for myself, it's got to look pretty. I don't actually care if it's good. Like, it has to look pretty. Otherwise, I'd rather just choose the bad solution. So, very pleased. Very pleased with this. This is much less magic, I feel, too, than the, like, doing a list constructor. Although, I think we probably could still go. What's the problem with width? I'm just not sure how to actually store the data in here. It's not more like, I don't really like how I'm doing this. He looks like Ninja. Hog crazy, chat. Can you believe it? We just no-scoped that guy. Hey, you're washed up. Hey, you suck. Everybody, quick, let's floss together. Yeah. You guys remember when Ninja tried to have him do flossing on New Year's Eve? Please tell me, chat, you remember. Please tell me it's burned in your memory like it's burned into mine. It's a core memory. It's a core memory. I can't unsee it. Who hasn't seen it? Is the fact of encapsulating behavior attached to variables of existential types using objects for typing purposes? Is there a pragmatic desire behind it? So, if I could do this with objects, I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to it. I'm not sure how you, I guess in object, maybe you can construct this. It seems harder to do with objects than this. I have not seen it. YouTube. Ninja floss New Year's Eve. Only 1 million views.
Floss music on. We're getting ready. It's so wet. It's so wet. It's so
and like it's raining. Honestly, it's partially not his fault. It's honestly partially not his fault. Like, no one is happy right now. Okay, you do have to give him partial credit. Like, everyone is out there in raincoats and sad. You know what I mean?
And 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Hold up. Come on, baby. We got no one. Come on, man. I want to see the crowd. Get it going. You got it?
Like they got like one dude. Oh, this is where it gets bad though. This is where it gets bad. He should have stayed and just danced with the other people on the stage. Here's where it is. Oh! Oh no. Oh no, here's where it gets really bad. Here's where it gets really bad. They're like, cut away now.
I do, but real quick, I want to get a big picture with the crowd, if you guys don't mind.
Do it up.
Oh my God, this is actually really hard.
It's pretty awesome. Well, everyone, if you want to check out Ninja, go to twitch.com/ninja.
Oh my God, please switch.
Twitch.com? Does that even go to the right place? Oh my goodness, thank goodness they have the redirect. Twitch.com. I didn't know that it says twitch.com at the end.
Thank you, everyone. Happy New
Year. Much, guys.
Can't wait to do some more awesome stuff all together in 2019.
Absolutely, this has been amazing. Thank you so much.
They bought twitch.com because of this. It was easier. It was easier than solving the problem. Oh my goodness. Good job, everyone. Oh man. That really, it's a good one, chat. That's what they use the Amazon monies for. All non-tech people know that websites end in .com. Exactly. Well, that's what I was worried about. Oh my goodness. Man. I have a streaming course. I can share. I need the help. I mean, to be fair, he's a much more successful streamer than I'll ever be. So what am I gonna? I can't. I'm just okay. All right, Ninja, you've beaten me on streaming for sure. I'll admit it. And I probably also would have flossed in front of everybody for however much he was getting paid for that, even if no one else flossed. But it still doesn't make it not hurt though. Both can be true. Right? Like, both could definitely be true. To be honest, okay, chat. I don't know if I should bring this up because I'm worried chat is gonna find some way to have me actually do it, and I still haven't decided if I want to. I've had a dream for a while. Dreams may be too strong, but we'll just go with it. Of doing a stand-up comedy set where I go to like an open mic place and we'll record it. And ideally, the first half of the set is really funny and relatable to regular people, as in non-programmers, right? But slowly but surely, throughout the set, I moved to more and more jokes that only programmers would get or find funny. And in my mind, the way that it works is that people are laughing at the beginning, and then literally nobody in the crowd is laughing at the end. But like when you're watching the video later on YouTube, you would be laughing, right? Like there's just something so funny about laughing when nobody else is laughing. The problem is, one, I have to write a stand-up funny set, like a stand-up set that's actually funny, right? For the first half. And then we also need to have a stand-up set that's funny for programmers. So I have to have like, I don't know how long normally like a stand-up. God, yeah. So I don't know. It's been a long time just pulling Amy, but then none of it would be funny. I don't get it. Man, but yeah, I don't know. It seems so hard to pull off. But I am thinking like that would be pretty hype. It would be hard, but worth it. I know. Super new to Neovim Vim. Is possible multiple ran in a different terminal? Depends what you mean. There is some stuff that lets you kind of do that, but it's not exact. It won't work exactly maybe the way that you're thinking. Then just cringe floss. It would be virally be bigger than Ben Awad. The problem is like if it's not actually funny, it will be a great mix of dad joke and absurdum. See, that's my sweet spot, right? So I'm thinking there's probably like 150 people. The headless one kind of works, but it's not gonna, it doesn't sound like it's gonna do exactly what he wants. But you can, it's not, no, not the headless. It's remote. Open the file in a remote Vim. I think with the remote stuff that you can do, right? With the client server things. And so you can like listen for one here and then run a server somewhere else. But I don't think that's going to do exactly what he wants it to do. But maybe it will. So you could check out help client server. And that might tell you what you want. So I don't know. So I do feel like I have a unique set of skills that where it would be funny to try and do that, in the sense that I'm already married and have kids, so I don't need to impress any of you, and I'm not worried about what you think. And I also think that I could maybe come up with a few funny jokes. So it's like a strong combination of the two that would allow me to do this stand-up failure situation. I did post me doing karaoke on my YouTube channel, right? Like, can I go much lower than that? Probably not. Probably not. Like stand-up, I think I'd do better at stand-up than karaoke. Oh, wait. Just Barn, you're just trying to literally open up Neovim here and then open up another Neovim in a different tab? Yes, that should definitely be possible. That's definitely a plugin problem. You can try running nvim -clean and nvim -clean in two different tabs, and that will prove that it's not. I thought you were trying to have them connect to the same thing. Yes, you can definitely open up multiple Neovims in different tabs. Yes. Tell Prime to look at a buggy plugin called Harpoon V2. Smart. Why did Poggy? Why? I mean, it's hard for general people to spin up coding related specific stand-up, right? Prime might raid, might not. That is a tautology. Ninja might raid, might not. Yeah, true. Because they code on the next level. That's a pretty good one, Poggy. I could save that one. That's a pretty good one. This is a little bit annoying to write, I feel like. I wonder if we could write this in some different some different way. I'm not sure. But this is okay. It would be okay for now. It does let us get to at least the query. I'm going to skip doing with for right now. So how would we... So, okay, so let's say, chat, you could call the and, but then you need to commit to it. Yeah, I think I'm not going to do it for now. I think I like this way. I think this way is actually like quite nice. It's a lot less magical, right? It's just clear what I'm trying to do. I just say I want to make a query, right, that has looking for health components and for player components, right? That's actually like, that's good. And then what you're going to get back, right, is this. What's cool with this is we could even make this thing into a bundle, basically, right? Like we could try, like in Bevy, you can bundle them together, right? In the sense that we could also say something like module health and player or something like this. This isn't actually what you do, but you'd be like type T is, you know, health, float, player, I don't know, bool or something like this, right? Let ID is health and player, and like let unpack, yeah, something like this, right? So this isn't actually what you do, but you could just say let combined is component module health and player with type T. I can't say this, can I? Does this work? Oh, well, now that's interesting. So we could even think about trying to consider how to make like bundles. Frosty, today we are trying to make a game engine in OCaml. I'll have to go tell Ninja to raid you. Is he live right now? I don't want to be in the same sphere as Ninja after bringing up the New Year's Eve thing. You just write let and XY so you can write. Oh, that's a nice idea. Twitch seems to think I want him in my recommended. So I could say this. These need spaces, right? Is this not this isn't a real operator? I can do this. I could do this though, right? Oh, this one only... I don't know. Probably plus plus works, right? Wait, why doesn't this... Oh, right, duh. Yeah, right. So we could write this, right? So instead of writing this, you would just write... And then for this, you could write... This looks pretty good. Does this work? Nice. That also does exactly what like we wanted it to be able to do. Because of Val. Incoming. Have you looked at Lapcha? I asked, yeah. I've looked before, but I didn't like it very much. So this actually looks pretty good. About doing some operators. It does actually look pretty nice. I would rather make separate operators than overload the like list con stuff, I feel. Here, we'll go back to what we were doing before if Prime's gonna raid. I'm not seeing enough movement. I'm not seeing enough movement. Chat, I'm not seeing enough movement. Awesome job, everyone. Yeah, well, that's why I said think about doing operators, because I'm not convinced. The only reason that I like it is doing multiple of them. Or you want to do this and this and this. It's kind of nice for going this way, right? Not seeing any movement. I'm not seeing any movement. Where's it start, chat? Come on, guys, just move. I'm not seeing enough movement. I'm not seeing enough movement. I'm not seeing enough movement. Okay, maybe we should chat. What? On a scale of 1 to 10, should we add a sub sound and then make it, I'm not seeing enough movement? Please clap. Please clap. It's just literally not even like only a few people. Nobody. And he looks back like, please cut to something else. Anything but this. I'm not seeing enough movement. Oh, man. Welcome, chat. That should probably when chat's silent for too long. That should happen whenever I say a joke. I can't go back. Nightshade sent too many messages. If you send something that you wanted me to reply to, send it again. Are you the ninja of programming? Yes, I've been found out. I don't like Ninja, but in his... Dude, Bisco, it's not Ninja's fault. Like, it's raining. Everyone's sad. They're not doing that. And let's be honest, chat. None of those people knew what flossing was. Like, it wasn't 2023. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't even know what to do. Or who Ninja was. That's the other thing. It's a great clip, though. It's a great clip. Ask lol when. Never. We are taking some inspiration from Bevy, but we're writing something in OCaml. Why didn't you tell us you had a stream? I've never mentioned it before online, I don't think. Oh, by the way, Teggett, hey, thanks for the subs. I think I saw Pomeranian's Rule. Thanks for the 5 gifties. Dingus, hey, thanks for the sub as well. And Prime, thanks for the raid, obviously. What is this, Scuffed Haskell? Yes. Oh, is this the game engine? You're writing an ECS? We are exploring writing an ECS, Entity Component System, for those who don't know. Because I got partially through... Does my game still work? Oh, nice. Okay, so we've written this much so far in OCaml. In case you can't tell, this is like a Vampire Survivors-like game. Right? So we've gotten this far. Okay? And... I was getting to the part where I wanted to start exploring more of the game. Look, we even have it saying you win. Okay? Right? So we're that far. But so then I was thinking, okay, now we need to start thinking about, okay, how do we make different weapons? How do we level up? Like, we can draw stuff on the screen. Congrats. Wow, I know. Hundreds of gifted subs are about to just come piling in because people are so excited about this. But then I was like, okay, so how are we actually going to start thinking about how to do this? Right? And so then I was like, okay, well, now we need to abstract this. And then I was thinking ECS kind of seems good. Right? Now it kind of seems good. I don't really care that much about the performance part, but I was thinking, how can we make it so that we can actually like write all these different things, right? So now it's time to do microtransactions. Teach, I don't need an ECS. Also teach, exactly. That's literally what happened, Nightshade. Where do I get that hoodie? Funny you should ask. OCamlist.com right here. You can buy it. OCaml my camel, baby. Forcing OCaml to be C#. No, it's the opposite. You can use ECS with, like, the point of ECS is to write it less like object-oriented. Right? It's to write it less object-oriented. Hey, dang, thanks, Nightshade. Will Envim be rewritten in OCaml? Seems unlikely. Can't wait to use this as my game engine. You're going to be waiting a while. So hopefully you can wait. We were thinking, though, probably like... So the microtransaction model I was thinking is probably every time you kill an enemy, you do have to pay. So, like, it's a free-to-play game, but if you want to kill enemies, you have to pay. That's kind of where I was... Chat, you can buy it. I don't know if it ships international, but this is done by Teespring, and I'm pretty sure they do. So, like, I'm pretty sure they ship everywhere. Like, we're not doing this ourselves. I don't want to manage making shirts, but, like, this is... Walking Simulator is free. Exactly. Paper frame. Should I start him on OCaml and Lua? I don't know if that's the best place to start. OCaml I think is pretty good, actually. Oh, this is the wrong one. That's the old merch. That's the old merch. We should probably change that. Commands, edit, merch. We'll put it just to this. Paper flop, exactly. Give up on YouTube. I did not give up on YouTube, but I have not recorded a video in a long time. I'm gonna be ramping up some video production though. I'm actually thinking about it. So we'll see. I am talking with somebody right now. We're actively working on turning the VODs into YouTube videos. But not for the main channel. We'll start a side one. And we'll turn some of them into shorts and some other stuff like that, yeah. Well, this doesn't have anything to be TM'd, but we should talk to Foundation. Ninja's live right now. I'm seeing some movement. Not enough movement! That's a good idea. Thanks, that's why I'm trying. Video on demand, Shezron, as opposed to live video, so you'd be able to watch the VODs later. Sounds like a reasonable balance between free to play and paid. I missed that earlier. Original vampires written in JavaScript with phaser. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I watched the documentary. It's a really good documentary. I got this hoodie. It's very comfy. Nice. I also think it's comfy. I don't even know OCaml yet. Smart. No longer a Haskell. I'm using a more modern language now, Common Lisp. Do you think I would be able to ship something? I think your chances have increased drastically. This stream gives me imposter syndrome. I'm not sure what to tell you. You shouldn't feel that way. You should just keep working hard and do your best. The back of the back could probably use something. You're right. I hate pullover hoodies because of the claustrophobia. Just embrace the codes. The stream exposes your skill issues. Well, that's a different thing than imposter syndrome, right? I'm writing a structural editor for Lisp now. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so right now we're exploring, though, how do we write an ECS? Hit how many self-deprecating jokes programmers make? It's too overdone. Yeah, we suck so bad. Sorry, couldn't help myself. Yeah, I mean, I think having a good, having a healthy view of yourself where you're able to make self-deprecating jokes and like laugh at yourself, especially when you do something wrong, is good, right? But you should also be able to say when you've done something good, and that's also good and important of having a healthy view of yourself. Like I think you should have both. Is a better place to be in. Like, I like laughing at myself and making fun of myself when I do something dumb. But I also like saying I did a good job on that. I got Game of the Year award in India. That's actually dope if that's true. I feel like I'm getting memed on though. Trying to get something working on Neovim. Where's the best place to ask? You can ask on like Reddit or like in Prime's Discord or something. There's lots of people chatting in Prime's Discord. I like laughing at you too. Thanks. So chat, like, I'll give you an example. I think I'm like a pretty alright YouTuber, right? But I'm also, but here's an example. Look at this. Here's a video of me singing karaoke. I'm not good at singing. But that's okay. I don't have to be good at singing. I just thought it was funny. And people gave me a lot of likes on Twitter to post that video, right? So I posted it. That's okay. That's just okay. You know? That's all right. I'm a karaoke Chad, no cap. I'm a karaoke not Chad. But I'll sing. That's fine. Yes, Dead Left Ear. That is YouTube commenters. I wouldn't put necessarily, like, on average, they're the pinnacle of thoughtful replies. Although I tend to get pretty nice replies. I'm glad you like that video. Which, have you seen the Talk from Lead program of Caves and Cut on his ECS? No, do you have a link? Taekwondo Dork? That's an awesome name, by the way. Oh, this guy made Game Engine 2 days, but I take 3 days to make Hello World. Well, maybe they really took 3 days, though. Are we going to get any more Bash to Basics? Bash and I might do an OCaml tutorial soon. I was just talking with her about it like last week. She's just been like busy with real life stuff, so she hasn't had any time to record anything. So I haven't been bothering her. Enterprise Hello World? Exactly. No one likes it when someone who is good at singing does karaoke. True. When we were at our last company retreat, we were at a place with like other people, and some of the people up there, they were way too good. Kind of killed the vibe. You know? Should I have to write my own file system? Yeah, I should handle all game aspects with few reads and writes. Oh, interesting. You are so cool, just to prove how delusional. Maybe that's funny. Your stuff past week non-stop is so stoked. Oh, hey, Maniac, really appreciate that. That's really nice. Put a show and I am the vibe. Wait, what? Sorry, I lacked context. You're not supposed to apologize for that on the internet. You're supposed to double down. Like, if you were wrong because of a lack of context, you double down and assert your rightfulness of your opinion. That's the only possible take. My dev team's word is legit. What? Send a link or something. 1971 Indian Naval Front. It's on Steam. Check it out. Hit me with a link. Yes, we accept links. Here's the trick. If people send links that are dumb, we permaban them. If people send links that are good, then it's good. It's just that easy. You know? We don't need context where we're going. Least likable YouTube comment meme. That's a good question. I don't know. I'm not too up on my favorite YouTube comment meme is when it's like, I love when XYZ did, you know, foo bar, and they're from the two like completely different video. I like those. These are relative numbers, and then this is telling me that I added code here. Take my permit in now. Oh, sweet. All right, I will check this. Ooh, nice. Wait, Spraw. What game is that? Sweet, I will watch this later. Thank you. You're good? Okay. What am I doing? Well, we were writing in ECS and OCaml, and now we're getting distracted by chat, but that's okay. Do you like how in 1998, The Undertaker's new main kinda, he plummeted 60. Yeah. Sprague didn't do as well as... Oh, okay, yeah, I don't know. Man, I will never understand Twitter tweets. I think are worthy of probably not get like nothing. Spur of the moment tweets just... Yeah. It's very difficult to understand. I thought... let's see. I think I had two recently that I thought were going to do much better. This one I thought was really funny, but you can't really tell why it's so funny unless you are inside of an editor. I mean, that's pretty good, right? But it's hard to tell, actually. And then this one I thought was really good, too. Because you click the alt text, and it just says man, because it's alt man. I thought that one was good, but I knew that one wasn't going to do that well. Like, it's just alt man. Alt man. Yeah, I do have my own Discord. But I knew this one. This is why I said I knew this one wasn't. I know that people weren't gonna get it. That's okay. I laughed. This one did way better than I thought it was gonna do. This one did pretty well. But yeah. Prime is super done, so tweets it. Bisco, I've never told that to Prime's face, but I've insinuated it several times and he hasn't gotten it. Twitter or requirement for getting hired? No, definitely not. What kind of question? Have you never met anybody who's a dev who isn't active on Twitter? Do you have a repo for the OCaml GTK Neovim plugin? I don't know if I ever pushed from the Jane Street talk you're saying. I don't know if I ever pushed it. Shezran, I think there's other ways to learn that probably more easily if that was the only reason. And of course, hey, no problem, Curtains. Wait, I thought I got paid from Twitter. That's the only way I've made any money this year, but pin the most viewed clip on Prime Channel, you destroying the game. This is a highly underrated clip as well. We can watch it right now. Well, I'll turn it off 1.5. Rock's literally still Googling.
Oh gosh, classes. Oh my.
I didn't know you had to do semicolons, which is a shame.
Oh,
I'm just
oh man.
done. I'm a genius.
Oh my god.
Excuse
I literally
me?
couldn't finish. I didn't have enough speed.
Wait,
I just had to
tell me-
format the
Hello?
string. I just had to format the string and return it. Damn it, you beat me.
No, wait.
Yeah.
Teach, can I guess what you did? Can I guess what you did? Did you not encode it?
It's the best encoding. Echo encoding, chat. It was a LeetCode problem for doing like encode decode. Right, and so I just made it return the same thing. And the tests don't check that it has to be something different. So I just wrecked everybody. I absolutely dominated them. Bold, innovative strategies. Yeah. Yes. Let's just say people weren't happy about that afterwards, but I didn't care. It was another W, okay? Back-to-back programming streamer challenge champion. Works on my machine. Problem? What problem? Well, just passing leak codes that are actually wrong would be great. Exactly. You can get a job at Netflix? Maybe. Rot 13? Twice. That's why you always read the rules. Exactly. That's why I tested it. LeetCode's, the goal was who can get green tests the fastest. That's me. I did it. I got them the fastest. Sucks to suck. Winners win. What can I say, you know? Speaking of, did you know that Prime works on Netflix? I've heard that before. Is this the smoking gun for TDD sucks? Hey, Bluevian, thanks. Oh, Razzlestorm. Thanks for subbing as well. I don't think I said thank you, even though I read doubling down in my head. Test, assert true. Got him. I'm surprised. Didn't slide that in. The echo encode. Everything's great, Dalton. What about you? I just see standard unreachable. Hi, puppy. Wait. Oh, say hi, pups. Oh. You gonna say hi, puppy? Say something to the camera. Hmm? What do you want to do, pup? You can sit right here. She changed her mind. I thought she was gonna sit in her chair, but I set her down in her chair and she just jumped off. Pup was so comfortable. Yeah, she does. She's used to getting picked up and stuff. Perfect size for picking up. Yeah, it was easier when she was truly a puppy. She's like 60 pounds. That's like, I don't know, a few stones or something. I don't know what you guys use as your measurements for stuff. Like, it's a few big stones. Hey, Ghost Pants, thanks for the sub, buddy. Few heavy stones. I measured corgis. Thanks for comment. Oh yeah, no problem. Glad you like them. Must hurt to not have metrics. I mean, we have metrics. I gave you the metric that we used. It's called pounds. No, but most of the US measurement stuff is really stupid. I'm not gonna try and make the case that pounds and miles is better than grams and meters. There's no case to be made. It's just a big L, but that's okay. Yeah, the UK seems to have the worst of both worlds. Random metric stuff for certain. Yeah, exactly. Ground miles, nautical miles, exactly. As an American, metric is clearly better. It is better. But there's lots of things that are better that don't happen. For example, right? Like, which one is more better? JavaScript or just not JavaScript? Right? It's like, that's the one we should solve first before we try and get everybody to use metric. You know? I just feel like that seems like a more attainable goal. Just saying. Brad Abroad. Thanks for what's up. No code's better code. Not temperature. Kelvin is stupid. Whoa, hey. We don't talk bad about people in this chat, okay? Just because his name's Kelvin doesn't mean that he's an idiot. I do like Fahrenheit for air temperature. Yeah. What do you think is the best terminal application? Neovim. There you go. Uncontroversial. Okay. Chat, let's write some code. I don't use Tmux, so I have no comment. Let's see. So, okay, so we have a way now to have components, right? Should we talk about probability that people with certain names are stupid? No, it seems like a bad. Writing code, extremely controversial. What's up, Crimson Mama? Dev console says not JS is greater than JS. False, but of course it would. Shake my head, my head. Kelvin's a genius. What? No Tmux. What do you use? I don't use it. I have Neovim. I have like terminal, like tabs from my terminal, and I use a tiling window manager. Tmux. Yeah, it's just nothing. You don't even use multiplexing in Western? No, I don't know what I would need it for. I just did some exercise and I couldn't check my smartwatch. Dang. Crimson Mama, that's tough. I hate when I close my session. No, it's Crimson Mama. Because he's kind of like Prime Sugar Mama. You know? It's just a fact of life. I would probably... Didn't have context again. Double down. Stop apologizing. Double down when you don't have context. You use Tmux not because matter? Yeah, I don't have any opinions on Tmux. It's meta! I'm actually thinking about doing a Neovim course. I'm thinking about it right now. About going really hard on making one. But like it wouldn't be free, chat. I hope you're aware, right? Like, cause I can't go hard on it for a ton amount of time and then do it for free. But I would do probably purchase price parity, and I was thinking of doing. I was thinking it'd be kind of cool if more stuff did, like honor system tiers. Like if you were a student, you'd pay like $20 instead of like you just say like you don't need to put anything in. You know what I mean? Like you just say I'm a student and you buy the student tier. I just feel like I don't mind asking for more money from like people who are already professional software devs. Yeah, we'll post some of the lessons on YouTube. But like well, yeah, I think like you should probably have a minimum because pay what you can. Like people can always pay more money. I'm a student, Kappa. That would be fine. If someone really felt like they needed it at the discounted price, then that'd be fine. ZD, I was thinking of trying to do maybe sort of like 3 separate courses is the long-term goal. But I would start with like a learning Vim one. I was thinking about doing like a learning Lua and Neovim dev stuff, and then maybe some advanced things. So I don't know. His Sublime model. Ryan, who are you talking about? Oh, respect the Sublime model. Gotcha. Which is what? That it's free forever and just reminds you? Like setting up a config? Well, that would be part of it, probably at least the first course. But there would be like a more advanced Lua one. Front-end masters probably would, but it wouldn't make sense for what I wanted to do. Like I would want to do more like separate videos over time, recorded, shortened down, like the kind of stuff that it doesn't make sense for like a live one. Yes. Yeah, plugin dev course is one of the 3 that I sort of have in my mind. Yeah, it's not a bad idea to make a Substack and publish videos. Working standing up makes much difference. Some days I just feel like it. Mine goes up. Mine's sit stand, so I can stand up or sit down whenever I want. Course on contributing to Envim. That one, if I did that, it would be free and just put it on YouTube. I would feel weird about doing that and having it be paid. Just me personally. And not that there's anything wrong with trying to monetize your open source experience, but I would just feel weird about it. Yes, writing a plugin is a great way to learn more about Vim and Neovim. Agreed. That's how I learned a lot of the stuff that I know. About JS dev in VS. I don't know if you'd want it from me. I'd just say close your laptop. Yeah, so I was thinking about maybe trying to go hard on one. Maybe in the new year. I think the thing that I would, I was thinking about trying to do like, do people still advent code in Lua? We could solve some advent of code problems in Lua. Is there like a easy, so I don't really want to do like a pre-order. I don't mind giving people advice, that's fine. Because I don't really like pre-orders, but like, do people still do Kickstarter and stuff? Because I was trying to figure out if I could gauge the interest in the project. But like, if it doesn't go through or doesn't deliver on what I was hoping for, then I don't want to take anybody's money. So I don't know. They still do, yeah. They take the money and run. Kickstarter. Big brain. Why? In 14JP. Yeah, exactly. I'll volunteer to be the Kickstarter money holder. Okay, Dylan, I see. All right, I see where your head's at. That seems good. Yes, roasted, exactly. But so that's what I'm saying. Like, for Kickstarter, then you can actually get money, right? Which is like, that's what I want to know. Humble Bundle Emvin Pack. That's funny. I want to know if people would actually pay for it. Because no offense, chat, I have other things to do if I'm not going to make any money from it. That's like impossible. Really? Yeah, that makes sense, Ryan. No, you cannot do a poll, though. You cannot just ask people. If you ask people on Neovim, they'll click upvote and they'll be like, yes, please take my money. And if they don't put any money out, it's just not real. It's not real. It's fake. I was thinking something probably along the lines of like, I wanted to do honor system tiers with probably like $20 for students, 50 for juniors, 100 or more. It's winky face for senior kind of thing. Where they would just literally be the same course, but just they do a pre-sale. If you don't get the money, you give it back. Yeah, that's the giving it back part seems hard. How do you do that? Right. Exactly. Like this kind of thing. Yeah, that is more likely. And it's good to build your email list and other stuff like that. How much for trash? Probably something like this. That's kind of like the honor system tiers I was thinking of. I was thinking that seems fair. There's no better feeling than doing backbreaking work for someone else without it. Exactly. 1,000, 100 goes to charity. It would be fun to have an expensive one where we donate some of it to Neovim, but that's a good point. That's a good point. I'll have to think about it, Crimson. This is for I'm thinking about doing a Neovim course or a series of courses. Dogmatic, like this should be with purchase parity. Because wherever I would pick it, I would have it set up purchase parity for it. I think like Gumroad and all these people have purchase parity already set up. I was thinking there's some tier with Discord access. Because it would be kind of fun to have a Discord for the course. And then you also have the main channel. You're not allowed to comment. You're not allowed to talk in the main channel until you finish the course. Well, you can talk in side channels about particular chapters, but like then you give it back easily on Kickstarter if you don't. Okay, that'd be interesting, Leo. So Patreon, was it in the course or wanted to put it up somewhere? I would put it on somewhere where you can just download the course, like materials. A discourse. What are you gonna say that you can't get for free on YouTube? I don't know. Why do people buy? Well, why do people go to college? Why do they do anything? Because they like the person who's doing it, because they want to have a system. They want to have like a progression. They want, like, there's just no way that I would do the amount of work and make the quality that I would shoot for this kind of course for YouTube videos. It's just not possible. Yes, exactly, Jeremy. That's what I'm saying. How good is SQL support in OCaml? There's a few that are interesting. Check one of it was silly, so I deleted it. Nice. I want it. Neovim noob. So anyways, I don't know. It would take me a few months to make the course, would be my guess, of like serious amount of work. So I'm still thinking about it. There's some V-modos. I don't remember exactly which one. Someone watches your course and creates a copied version on Udemy. Yeah, I'm not, I mean, like, it sucks if people want to pirate your stuff, but I'm not going to do anything to try and stop people from doing it, basically. I personally don't like my uni, but I get what you mean. Yeah, but you're paying for it. If it's my uni. So anyways, that's fine. But I don't know. So I'm still thinking about it. Estimated time code. Idea of him is cool. Well, everyone pays for uni, right? It's just a matter of whether you're paying for it via taxes, or if you're paying, or inflation, or you're paying for it with cash. So like someone's paying for it. I don't know if you guys know this. Like it's not actually free. I hate to inform you guys, but it's not. It's just not actually free. True, you can get paid for PhD. Sometimes your course will likely use you for other things than maybe future customer. Yeah, right, exactly. I'm paying for it. You're welcome. Nice. Next, you'll say I can't go to store and get a free lunch. How about taxes and cash from where I come from? Yes, I have a similar experience. What is it useful on new line? When? It's not super useful, but I like it when I have splits because it tells me that this line is wrapped. Right? So like I can tell that this line's wrapped, and when especially on stream, I have a lot of big text. Lots of big text. Oh, land a PHP job today. Yeah, Laravel seems cool. Yeah, Steve's great. Stevie's my boss. Yeah. Stevie's great. All right, let's not all right, let's write some code. Which key map do you use to switch your Western tabs? Control tab and Control Shift tab. And within Neovim, I use left and right, but that's on my thumb. How do you do your ligatures? You just need to get a font and a terminal that supports it. Get signs you have in your setup. Yeah, we could talk about it sometime. Oh, sweet. Yeah, if you're using arrow keys, just turn them off. No remapped. Left. Echo. Stop it. You are being dumb. See how it doesn't work anymore? He's only half a step. We've talked about having him come on stream sometime live. It would be fun. You just literally turn it off. Map to RM-RF. Make it really high stakes. Let's be right. GT is go to the next tab. Go to previous tab. So I use left and right to move between the tabs because it's on my thumb. Can I even lift this high enough? They're right here. I wouldn't use tabs very much if I couldn't split them as often. What do you know about mashing Control H left in insert mode? If it works for you, I guess it'd be fine. I don't know. All right, how can we store these, chat? So I was kind of thinking, do we have something like a module component store or something like this? So we can do this kind of like a dumb way at first, which is that we'd have like let table is hash table create. That's probably fine. Growth allowed. Size int. Right, so we have to do these shenanigans from that I don't remember exactly how to do. We need to do it with a string. Do I do like module string? Module contains non-generalized type variables. Let's just do this. Create. Hash table dot add. Key. Data. Oh, but we haven't written this yet. Nice. Okay. But we actually want to list. We actually want to put a bunch of these inside of it. Better on switch leader BB first. Oh, that's pretty good though, Crimson. So that's how you unbind them. Your tastes good. Never licked it. Oh, hey, it's great. Great to hear that. Your shortcut that transports me to the middle of a word. You could just write one. Worked hard on custom mapping just to really realize you're gonna get effed by Tmux. Nope, because I don't use Tmux. How to jump from editor to LSP floating window help using keyboard. I can scroll. How to jump from a... If you press if you're like on Shift K, you can press it again and jump inside. Like you can just ask for the hover twice. See, that's why I want to give you money for admin courses. Exactly. Hello, Oriole. Well, welcome. Okay, so this would actually be instead. This should really just be array create. No, it would just be something like health thing, something like this. I don't remember what array create looks like. Length. Okay. Okay. So this table is it's a string and points to string arrays in this case. Ooh. Prime got me the idea of Envim. Kickstarter was really... Oh, hey. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, lots of people worked on it, so it's definitely a team effort. Do you have a cold? I don't think so. Store all your data in a string. No. We're gonna store it in something else, but I was just trying to figure out like what would this look like that we could what's the shape of the kind of thing that we want to do? Because basically what I want to have right is that when is the next Neovim conf? Neovimconf.live. Is this still the website? Oh, December 8th. Get your ticket. It's free. I mean, it's free, but it's just so we can know like how many people we're gonna have and stuff. And you can go to the Discord, and I'm gonna be at Prime's house, and it will be fun. It's online. It's free. It's free. It's online. No t-shirts. It's gonna be on Prime's channel, just like previous years. But I will be in person again with Prime. I'll be flying out there a few days before. So these tickets are free. Nice. My wife's birthday sucks for her. It's not too bad. I mean, I'm flying. It just takes me like a few hours. Well, not even touching grass. I mean, I'll be touching grass. I don't know. I don't know what it's built with. I don't make the site. I've got a good talk planned. Oh, nice, Jeremy. Prime has a house. Indeed. We have most of the presenters, but there's still a call for lightning talks. So you can, I think there's info in the Discord. 10 minutes pre-recorded. 10 minutes or less pre-recorded. So that those can be in between sort of like we have a lot of talks from the core team. Pre-watched, indeed. He just lived in a barn. Well, he streams from the barn, but he lives in a house. So I think I've got a good talk. I'm excited to give my talk. I think it will be fun. A fun one. I've been thinking about it for a while. So I'm excited to get it all sorted out. But anyways, yeah. It'll be on Prime Stream. We'll be talking a lot about it as it comes up. Website just crashed my browser. Nice. No, well, I'm not going to show you a picture of the house. It's where Prime lives. Chat, raspberry and lime, lemon, or like a tangerine one. Can't seem to register. Go to the Discord and tell them that it's not working. Show us a picture of your house. Prime won't mind. Tangerine. I saw a lot of tangerine ones kept. I think this is right. This is blood orange tangerine. That's good. It's a good one. We might get sponsored by Spindrift for it. How cool would that be? Oh, yeah, sorry. Ooh, yeah. What's Spindrift? It's just sparkling water, but with fruit. Like squeezed fruit inside. So it's like, it's not just flavored water, right? That's it. Like, I mean, I'm not, until I actually get sponsored by them. Like the ingredients are literally carbonated water, blood orange juice, tangerine juice, citric acid, no sugar added. So, I don't know. It's good though. Like, it has more flavor than most of flavored water things. Right, exactly. They sponsor you, have to ask them to make one with dog water. I don't think I'm gonna go for that. Spindrift. It's just a sparkling water. That hopefully we're gonna... There's sugar in the fruit. That's why it says no additional sugars. They just have a barrel of lemons in the same room. Exactly. Zesty, that's like... Someone said once that some of the flavored waters are like tasting the echo of a flavor. Dude, I would love to have lifestyle brand sponsorships. They work so well for streaming. Like, it would be way nicer. Why the name TJDV? Because my name's TJ DeVries, and so lots of people call me Tej, and the DV is short for DeVries. Well, actually, like, you capitalize it like this, right? So it's like Tej plus DV. Unemployed QA. Yeah, that tracks. TGDV. First I thought the DV was for dev. No, but in retrospect, I was an idiot for not picking that. I'm like Dutch by heritage, yeah. I mean, my family's lived in the US for a while. Yeah, I mean, it was my old gamer tag. That's what I used when I was growing up, so it's the same one that I've had for a long time. Ubuntu Cola. That's funny. Spring water is like you place a fruit can next to... Exactly. So like this one actually tastes much better, I think. But we'll see. When did they move to the US? I don't know. Multiple generations ago. Get them to sponsor. It's a British brand? What? Okay. Small Holland. You ready Dured for file manager systems? What are you Emacs? You can add it. Those already exist, MDOT. Yeah, I mean, it's just like like a lot of Dutch people moved there. I don't know if you guys are aware, but like there's a lot of immigrants in the US. And so sometimes they lived by each other. Kind of crazy. Do they speak Dutch there? I don't think it's super popular now too, but like let's say 1920s to 1950s, it was pretty. There were some places that still spoke a lot of Dutch. Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, I don't want to blow anybody's mind, but like, also some of the white people have different cultures. I don't know if people knew that. So like sometimes the Dutch people, they hung out with each other. I know. Pretty controversial take. 2023. I know, but it's true. Yeah. So there's a bunch of Dutch people in West Michigan. Like De Vries, my last name, is pretty common. Crimson. No. Just different. We would, yeah. Dutch heritage, like Bram. It was always fun that Bram was Dutch for me. Like, because I don't really know that many, you know, like, I know Dutch people around me, but I don't know a lot of, like, famous Dutch people, right? Yeah, De Vosses are, there's quite a prominent family in Western called the De Vosses, Van Andels. There's just a lot of, like, Dutch heritage stuff. We can move on from some of these things. Family in Illinois. I don't. Guido Van Rossum, that was also cool. Yep. So, anyways. I speak Afrikaans, which is... Oh, very cool. When I was a kid, the Dutch kids would call me... I almost read that out loud. I'm not gonna read. I'm not reading chat right now. Oh, Bork Dude's Dutch? Oh, nice. I didn't know that. What? I don't mind talking about Dutch history, but I don't know a lot of Dutch history in the US. But what do you think of gaming? Well, we're writing a gaming engine, so I'm not morally opposed to the concept. How would I do something where I could have like a hash table with different types of lists? What are your favorite clogs? The ones that my dad has are cool because he painted them. But I don't have any. When are you going to start the lifestyle Vim Dutch? That would be pretty funny. Generic list module. No, but so I want to have a way. So like, I want to have one table. Like I basically want to have, if this were TypeScript, you would go like string to any. Imagine being morally opposed to gaming for any game engine. We ever play the Marimba clogs? That would be a pretty fun stream. We don't have decorators here. Hash table with entity ID is the value. So this is probably why Belgian Dutch. Interesting. Nice. Right, so the entity needs to be in the component. Wait, what? Entity needs ID in your component. No, we would have something like, so the way that I don't know. This is the thing that we need to go figure out later. This is OCaml. Like, do people normally go, like we can write this like it's TypeScript, right? Because that's when, so do people have, so you have like an entity, right? Well, let's actually just look at Bevy. So in Bevy, you have an entity that's just an ID basically, right? So you'd be like TypeScript. Yeah, I know. That's fine. Table of string to S expression. I'm not going to encode and decode. Right. So basically like entity is a number, right? And then you would have like type component, and it can be a bunch of different things, right? And then you would also have type system. This is basically like, you can think of it as like the world with a, maybe we should just write this like this, right? The world plus some query unit. Like it doesn't do anything, right? Are we not writing Perl? We are. Oh, it's fine. It's Perl. No, because a system, it needs a world and a query, right? And then it's gonna do something, right? Wait, what? I'm currently thinking of migrating to Neovim. I started at VS with Vim extension, then went to VS Yeah, Kickstart's a good place to start. Yeah, I think it's pretty good idea to start with a Vim extension, because you can get practice with the movements and stuff, which is like a whole separate thing to learn. I love people just come here to ask me a question of how to do something in Neovim, like this Stack Overflow. Exactly. Well, so that's kind of what I'm thinking, like, okay, what if I had a course where then I could answer the question? Also, if you want to learn more things systematically, you could buy my course. It seems like a pretty good strategy. What's up, Leo? Good to see you, buddy. I think I said decorator because I thought this was pro. Can you link it to me, Glam? Because this is kind of like what we would want to do, right? Where you pass some world to this system with a query, and then it can do stuff with the result of those things. Queries take a world, something like this. The same thing about starting just motions. Whoa, in VS. Make sure you're bleeping it, chat. Okay, this is family friendly here. This is pretty short. We could watch this really quick just to help me think about it. I also need to probably go, whoops, watch. I wanted to copy the whole thing. Thanks.
This video is brought to you by our amazing supporters over at Patreon.
Nice.
Hey everyone, it's Ben from Bored to Bits. It's a new year, there's a new version of Unity out, and I wanted to get a little more in-depth about one of the bigger...
Should check one of the 2D web examples on the Bevy site. So I get a bunch of the examples of how you actually use them. I'm trying to figure out how do you actually implement them. Right? Because that's kind of the thing that I feel like I need to figure out how Bevy does some of these things, except that it's going to look very different, right? The volume's really low. Okay, we can boost it.
ECS. About 6 months ago, I did a video about the rationale behind ECS and why I wasn't doing a tutorial for it at the time. I'm still not doing a hands-on tutorial quite yet. This will be more of a think piece, but an important one. I want to talk about how exactly ECS differs from the traditional Unity game object workflow, why it's important, and when you might use it or not. Shifting to ECS means developers will need to change the reaction to ECS. A space, features, and calls, any type of thing will inherit directly from what about...
Yeah, I already get this part. This is what we want to do.
You can create unique entities with the same collection.
I get this part. This is what we've been working on to figure out how we make components, right? Like this, which will have some stuff that they need to implement, right? And then we were working on how do we make queries, right? Which are the things you need in your system.
Unity currently uses literally
yeah, blah, blah, blah. I get that part.
Respective class, rather than standing on its own. And one game object with many components may have those class instances spread across the heap. In addition, Unity's core components are often built for flexibility and maximal use, but this means that they may hold data and functionality that a particular entity doesn't need. Is that it is a more data-driven development process. An entity no functionality coded into them inherently. Instead, that functionality is extracted from the component and housed in one or more central systems, which can operate on each relevant component. The systems iterate through any object with the required component and performs its functionality, stored in the system, based on the data accessed from the component. As a result, each component becomes much smaller. For instance, the data needed to move an object is simply the position, direction, and speed, which is much smaller than having the entire transform attached. What's more, the entity is effectively an associative array of its components, so they can all be stored together in memory. Admittedly, I am not 100% familiar with how this storage works.
We might not do that right away, just because that part seems maybe harder, but I don't know. Yes, we'll do an interface, basically.
Consensus is that it is much more efficient for both storage and access. This does require a bit of mental gymnastics. One nice thing about the object-oriented approach is that data and functionality is grouped together within a relevant class. This is very easy to think about. With ECS, on the other hand, the systems are working in an abstract space. Any entity could be passed in as long as it has the appropriate component, so you have to think in more generic terms. I'd argue that this is a more advanced solution for more seasoned developers, and that ECS isn't always the right way to go for a project.
You have map from int to component T. Query would do something like loop over list of entities, check every table for the component you want. Hey, see you, Dad. Thanks for hanging. I gotta leave anyways pretty soon. I got lunch plans. Right, so Bevy handles the query statically. I'm not sure we'll be able to do that, or that we'll be able to do it at least on first pass. I'm okay with doing runtime stuff at the start to try some of these things. So, like, one option is that a component has to have its own hash table inside, right? So, like, let's say, so this is kind of like the one that we saw, except I didn't really like that one as much. Because, okay, so suppose you did it like this, right? Where you say, like, okay, I'm going to create a hash table inside here, right? And this is going to be with a module of, like, let's just say int or something like that. We'll just say int, right? What doesn't it like? Oh, right. Int, duh, like this, right? And then let's say, And we can just do basically this same thing that we did before here, just for right now, just so that we can see this. And this would be like key, you know, could be like 37 and something like this. Oh, right. We can turn our music back on for the last 10 minutes or so, and then I'll have to go. So like one option, right? I started our app build when she started streaming. It's still not finished. Nice. That's fun. It's very fun. Is like when you pass in a query, you'll pass in a list of these components, and like we could just store stuff inside the component themselves. We would build a getter function where we pass the type of component you want to grab and it returns the index element in a vec. Yes, that's kind of what I'm trying to do, I think, Crimson, if I'm understanding you correctly. So the way that we could do this basically is we could have like a module, and we could call this like hash, or we could call this like table builder, like this. And you can actually like include this thing. We can actually make a functor with this too. Does it have a built-in plugin? I don't think so. There may be a way to some point have a built-in package manager, like a thing that you can point to and do stuff, but a centralized marketplace, probably not. You have to understand, Microsoft spends probably like a super low-end estimate, just directly on VS development, probably $30 million a year. That's like the absolute lowest amount that they spend directly on developing VS. That's not counting like marketing and all this other stuff, right? Based on how many people I see work on the editor and just like some other simple stuff when I was looking before. So it's like, okay, maybe they spend 10 million. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't also have that like marketplace kind of thing in the same way, but it could be possible that we create more of like a way to imagine how a plugin should be structured, like Lua wise, that could increase sort of like introspectability and whatnot. But yeah, right. So like there's just a whole bunch of other stuff where it's like that's just not a feasible win. But didn't you already say? Wait, did I not say hi? Didn't I say hi? Wait, what? Was that the second hi? Did I miss it already? I already said hi. What? I already said hi. Look out. That's okay though. Million spent on RAM. True, that part too. I was like having deja vu though. I was like, did I only think it in my head? No, I think I said it out loud. I like the way plugins are organized, i.e. not organized. Agreed. I feel like I'm missing half the chats. Skill issue. But okay, so we could do something like this, right? Where what you do is you add, the gist is type entities, physics, T, that run and list iter fun audio, audio.run, entity.audio. Isn't that not ECS? Oh, this would be if we did something where we statically declare these ahead of time. But this doesn't work because you need things from both of them. So like that's why we have queries. I already wrote some stuff that lets us do this kind of thing with, we have components. And then we're able to, I'm not convinced that I like this versus like, I'm not sure which one I like. These are both the same. But, because we need to be able to combine them. Because you can have multiple components attached to the same entities. You do whatever in Lua is very simple. Yeah. Everywhere I'm confronted by my skill issues. The problem is you just got to learn some. You just got to learn some Lua, and then it'll be simple. But if we did this method, then we could add and remove these to the components that are in my like world. I just don't I don't like that we put the storage in the component itself. That's the part that I don't like. But it's also not like, it's also not the worst thing. It's not the worst thing to do it this way. Because then each component will track the entity associated with it, right? And so then when you want to do like a query on these, right? So like, let's say each of these is supposed to have components are often tags and data. Yeah. Because if you had this, right, where you had something like val table is, for right now, let's just say it looks like this, right? Which this one is not right anymore, I don't think. Health. This is the first one. So we could just say let table is hash table create module int. And this will say that, I think it'll say that it doesn't know what this is. We can put these in all of these. Let's just delete this. Is this good now? For we have is player. Where do we have this? Right, so this is the wrong one as well now because we added the wrong type. Or we can say this, right? Instead of array create, we could just say wow. And then this will build again, maybe? Is player. Let table. Oh, right. Okay, that should work. Health and player. Oh, right, okay. Okay, because then when we're doing something where we could, let's say we run something like let check comp or something like that, and you have an entity ID, right? Or we could just say ID and some module comp component. Whoops. We can just say like comp dot table, right? Hash table dot what? Get key value. What is the actual? What's the function here that I need? Find multi, hash, anchor, add, choose. Oh, that's to get a random one out of there, right? What data? Nope, exists. Oh, I don't remember. Oh, it is find. Oh, okay, it's fine. And this takes A, B. Yeah, so then it would be like ID. Right, so then what does this do? This gives us string out. So that's good, right? Yeah. I thought I typed fine, but maybe I just scuffed it the first time. Because then we could do... We could also make it so that this is instead T, like this. So this one will be upset now because this doesn't work. This table is supposed to be unit. So we would go like this, right? And then this one is this one's also fine for now. This, but it would escape its scope, right? So we would say with type T equals A. Can I do this? I don't think it likes this, right? So I need to say type A. Do I have to write all of this out to do this again? Int module. Oh, we can do this, I guess, right? And then I gotta go, I think. Fun. What am I doing wrong here? Syntax error? Oh, I gotta do like this, right? Oh, and I spelled option wrong, which also probably doesn't help. How am I supposed to do this? I see what. Sure, there's not actually you want it simple. Seems like storing them in entity would also be okay. I don't think entity works as well. Colon. No, because I thought... Because this is what I did before, but this is only with function. What was I doing when I was doing this? Let rec get IDs. Oh, I should be able to just do this, I think. Oh, a colon here. Yes. Duh. Yes, thank you. What am I doing? Here, let's just try this again. Okay, where did I go wrong here? Let's just say fun. Because this isn't right. Oh, I need to have a dot. What am I doing? See, I don't actually know how I'm supposed to write this. Type A. Int. There's a module named this, but modules are not module types. Type A. Okay. Unbound module comp. I thought that was literally the point of what I'm doing here. Module. Oh, do I say, oh, right. Because I don't want, that's unbound. That makes sense. This expression has the wrong type now. So now I would do hash table dot find comp dot table key or ID. Right? And now that actually works, right? Thanks, Lime. Oh, right. You're right. So I should be able to do this and delete this and then also just delete this. Nice. Okay, that's much better. Yeah. Okay, this makes sense. Right, so this is like a function that we have that's on basically on a module, more or less, right? And we can find out if a particular module has this item, basically, right? Or a particular component has this entity. Right, that's basically what we're saying. Right? So you'd be like, let is player is check comp 37, I think I said, with module is player. And this would be a bool. Or it's like a unit option, right? And so then we would just do like option dot is sum. And then this, whoops, this should be a bool. Figure out the generics issue? Yes. We did by doing a slightly different strategy than we did before. Let me just move this and this down to the bottom because these are basically the ones that we have right now that we're working on. And let's get rid of this as well. So basically we have a way to have a component and then we have a way to and them and or them. Right? And we'll add some other things like with. Or maybe like a way to do list components. But so you basically be able to say, hey, I've got this. Both of these is a health and a player. And what this is then it'll be some float and some unit. Not like a list, maybe like a linked list where I could just do like several of them without having to write and. But I don't know. We'll see. Does OCaml have equivalents to traits? No. It does not. Okay, I gotta go though. Why do you need this query system, by the way? We're making an entity component system for our game. Which I told myself I wouldn't do when I told myself I wouldn't write a game. But now we're writing a game and a game engine and an entity component system. So we're just going to do all of those instead of what we started out to do, which wasn't making a game. But did I show you? Oh, here. Let's just take this one out. I don't need that anymore. Still don't know what the queries are for. Fair point. So this is how you do it in Bevy. This is a system. System takes some arguments or whatever, which we'll figure out how to do as well. But then also some way that they query the system. So they say, hey, I want the ones that are players and their current transform. Right? So we need some way to do this kind of thing, right? So we have player as a component. Transforms are a component. We're going to add vector, you know, position and rotation and speed and sprites and all this other stuff, right? Does it have an ORM? It does kind of feel like it needs an ORM. Why not? While we're at it, maybe we could have React as well. What kind of game? Vampire Survivors like game. I don't need this at all. Except I really want it to be... I would like to have coding be part of the game loop. Yes, Bevy uses traits. So we already have gotten this far. We got this far without an ECS. Right? And then I was thinking, all right, we need to do some other stuff. And then I was like, okay, well, we need to do that. But then it's not. I actually need more things. So, all right, let's find someone to raid.